The 12 best AI stocks to buy for 2023 according to Forbes, and they are number 1, Adobe, number 2, Alphabet, Google, number 3 is Amazon, number 4 is Baidu, number 5 is C3 AI, number 6 is IBM, number 7 is Micron Technologies, number 8 is Microsoft, number 9, Nvidia, number 10, Oracle, number 11, Palantir, and number 12, Tesla. Interestingly, the 5 companies that ChatGPT recommended are all on the Forbes list, but then the next question is, if you were going to be investing in companies, how do you do the research? Now, I have a lot of videos on my channel where I talk about how do you actually do the analysis, but one recommendation that I do have is if you're going to be investing in companies, don't just blindly throw your money into companies. Do the research. Don't just look at the product, that's one aspect of it. Also look at who's running the company and how innovative you believe the company is and what the moat of the company is and what the financials of the company looks like. And for a lot of people, I would say 90 to 95% of people, they probably shouldn't be investing in individual companies because they don't have the psychology and the financial education to be investing in individual companies. And so then you can also look at the next best thing, which could potentially be something like an ETF or an exchange traded fund, which is essentially a ticker symbol that you can invest in, which gives you exposure to a basket of stocks. And guess what? There are ETFs that give you exposure to AI companies. By the way, in case you wanted to read that Forbes article, I linked it for you down in the description, but there's a handful of different ETFs out there right now that will give you exposure to companies investing in AI or artificial intelligence. And the couple that I want to highlight are BOTZ and ROBO. Let me start by talking about BOTZ by showing you the BOTZ ETF website. According to their ETF summary, they seek to invest in companies that potentially stand to benefit from increased adoption and utilization of robotics and artificial intelligence. Then if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see some of their top holdings, and kind of like what we talked about, number 1 at the time of recording is Nvidia, Kans Corp, ABB, and a bunch of other companies. Now let's go to the Robo site. According to their summary, Robo invests in global companies that are driving transformative innovations in robotics, automation, and artificial intelligence. And then if you scroll down and see their holdings, you'll see all the different companies that they're investing in. Again, when you're investing in new technologies, you have to remember that there's going to be periods of booms and busts, and when you have all the media covering it, that can help create a boom, which can create overvaluations, which can also create busts. So just understand that when you're investing, you want to be a long-term investor. That way you can actually see the rewards of you investing in something that you believe in for the long term. Are you guaranteed to make money? Absolutely not. But understand the risks that are associated with investing, especially when you're investing in growth or new innovative technologies. Now, if you want to learn more about how to actually invest your money and start generating cash flow and start generating passive income, I have a free ebook that walks you through how to make your first investment and how to start generating cash flow from investments and how to make good long-term investments. If you want to read this ebook, it's completely free, and I'll put the link to how you can read this ebook down in the description below. I like what Chamath Palihapitiya said, because what he said is the person who made the refrigerator made some money. But the person who really made money from the fridge was Coca-Cola, because they used the fridge in their corporation to help sell and distribute more Coke cans and more Coke bottles. So now the question is, how can you utilize this technology into your own business or to your own idea? That way you can make money from it, or you can invest in other usages, which I'll talk about in number 3. So we tried using artificial intelligence. I have a newsletter company called Briefs Media, and one of our newsletters is Market Briefs, which is our free newsletter for investors that keeps you up to date on what's happening in the financial markets. And what we tried doing with artificial intelligence was using AI to kind of tell some of our stories. Now, the first issue is that artificial intelligence doesn't have the most up-to-date information, so we're not able to use it to write news stories. But we wanted to have a little bit of fun with it, so we asked artificial intelligence if we are in a recession or not. And because, again, they didn't have the most up-to-date information, it just gave us kind of like a generic definition of what a recession was. So we just kind of use artificial intelligence as a way to create more content and kind of fun content within our newsletter. But we always say that this is from ChatGPT as a way to kind of just talk about what's happening in a relevant way. That's how we use artificial intelligence so far, because we weren't able to get the best use since we're covering the news in a very creative way. We write in a very unique way, and we and the Briefs Media team have to analyze a whole bunch of different pieces of information to then collect that together to create one news story. ChatGPT just doesn't have the ability to do that yet. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you gotta do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.